Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I am going to speak about something that a lot of people are confused about. The first thing is going to be feminism. And I'm not just going to bash a feminist here. I'm not going to pull any videos. I'm going to make points. First, let me start with that I am infectious. And let's see if an idea can grow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have a very serious question. What is feminism? If you want to talk about feminism when it was first made, feminism was an act to bring equality for women and men. I will post a picture right here. Now, in today's world, they've received what they wanted. They talk about the wage gap. And you'll hear people like Suit and the other egalitarian speakers on YouTube speak of that the wage gap doesn't exist. It's not there. And they're right. Here's a piece of proof. All right. Now, at that moment in time in that picture, when that act was signed into Congress and it was made to be law, it became law. So, if a man applies for a bartending job, he's going to get the base pay. Same thing as a female that applies for the bartending job, she's going to get the base pay. And it's the law. If you think there's a wage gap, instead of making a video on YouTube, take it to a lawyer. If an employer is not giving you fair pay for your job, if you can prove, and when I say prove that your allegations are true, then you can take that company to court and be rich. So, for example, if you, the female SJW that is listening to this video, or the male, or the trans, or any of the SJW community, or the transgenders, better known as snowflakes, want to go get a job at Walmart, and you're a cashier. And a guy that gets hired the exact same day as you, has the exact same experience as you, and realize experience matters. But if he has the exact same experience, the exact same everything, and he makes even a penny more than you can sue Walmart and get a large payout. So if this wage gap was true, there'd be a lot more rich women in the world than there already is. So your wage gap isn't an issue that you need to fight with your voice on YouTube. No, fight it in the court system. It's a law, ladies. It's the law. It must be obeyed. Unlike other countries, here in America, you do have a voice and you can fight it. And if you say, oh, the men won't let me fight it, there's female lawyers. Do your Google search. There's female lawyers all over the country. There's a feminist activist lawyers all over the country. Call one of them up. Tell them you're not being paid fairly and a man makes more than you and he knows the exact same thing as you. No, the wage gap you're referring to is the fact that you expect to make the same amount of money as a waitress as a man does when he's putting his life in danger in a machinery line of business that takes extensive learning and experience to do. But you, the 20-something-year-old transgender, says you want $25 an hour too to ask people what they want to drink. That's not going to work, ladies. You want fair pay? You learn what you need to learn. Next, I want to bring up the fact of this so-called rape culture that there is. And how women are asked what they were wearing or how much they drank. And you know what? I'm not advocating for rape. I'm not advocating for rape whatsoever. I think it's disgusting. If you're a disgusting, worthless piece of trash that has to force yourself on anyone because you don't know how to go get it the right way, when you can just simply purchase a prostitute on the corner of any big city, you're going to go and force yourself on someone? No, that's disgusting. And I don't advocate for it. And there is a real problem with rape in this country and around the world. But it's not as big in this country as it is in other places in this world. And instead of me preaching to you that you need to go and try to save the women in the Middle East, I'm going to bring up the subject of this. Rape's an issue. And yes, you're going to be asked what you were wearing and what you were drinking. But that's not to make you out to look like a whore or to make it out like it's your fault you were raped. No, it's not. Rape is a problem, but not only for you. Did you know that 1 in every 33 men will be raped? 1 in every 33 men have been victim of either attempted or completed sexual assault. And here's my citation. Not only am I going to give you the citation, the link is going to be in the description below to that article. And yes, men can be raped. While it's not as much as women, it's still there. Why don't you acknowledge it? Why don't you talk about that? Why don't you talk about the fact that women are more likely to win custody? Or the fact, while it's not a very high percentage, that 2 to 10% of rape allegations are false. Here's a pic, and the link is in the description below. 2 to 10% of rape allegations are false. That's not a very high percentage. But let's put that percentage into perspective. If 100 people are raped, out of those 100 people, 2 to 10 of those people are lying. That means that 2 to 10 of the rapists that are put on trial, accused of this, possibly jailed, possibly losing their job, are losing their job for a falsehood. Is that right? When the word rape can be used as a weapon against innocent people, it devalues your fight. It devalues your point. It devalues everything you were trying to say. You use the term rape 2 to 10% of the time to get revenge or falsehoods or some kind of sick, twisted pleasure. And men go through severe issues. Or women that are falsely accused, if it happens. I have not been able to find proof of it. So I want to bring something else up. Did you know feminism, by definition, and I'll put it up, is for the equality of women? Okay. What about men? Everyone wants to talk about equality, equality, equality. I want to show you something. First, I'm going to bring up the definition of equality right now. Do you notice in this pic something? Let me zoom in for you. Now do you see it? Egalitarianism. What is egalitarianism? Why is that word included in the definition of equality? Let's look up egalitarian, which I am, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I am coming out of the closet. I'm an egalitarian. I believe in equal rights for every single living person on this planet. Not only women. Now, egalitarian, let me bring that up right now. That looks like a true fight for equality to me, ladies and gentlemen. What about you? Does it look like something you would want to stand up for? I do. I believe in women's rights. My wife has the right to make more money than me. She has at some points in our lives. I can't deny that. I believe Miss Betty down the street has the right to make more money than any other man. And so do you. If you're listening to this, you have the right to make more money. But more money means more intelligence, more skill, more experience. If you want it, earn it. Earn it. You're not going to get paid the same as a heavy machinery engineer when you're waiting tables at Starbucks. If they wait tables at Starbucks, I haven't been in one in a long time. And then I hear that anyone who is anti-feminism is racist. If you knew my ethnicity, if you knew what I looked like, you wouldn't call me a racist. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not an anti-feminist. I stand behind true feminists that believe that equality is for everyone, not just women. That it's not only about superiority. I am going to link a video down below made by my not my good friend, but someone I really look up to in this genre of YouTube videos, Mr. Suit, that's going to talk about some things. And I'm also going to link a video down below to Undoomed, who talks about a video that involves women's shoes. And in this video, it comes flat out and says, women deserve more. Yeah, that's equality, ain't it? Really. Not to steal a line for Undoomed, but fucking morons. Deserving more means you're superior, not equal. Remember that. Equality is here. You don't need to go looking for it. Open your fucking eyes. Egalitarianism is the way to go. We believe in equal rights for everyone, not only women or men or anything. No one is superior to anyone else. I think I've ran it long enough. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, be sure to show me a little love any way you choose. And leave a comment down below. Give me some feedback. I'm new at this. I would like some advice on what I could improve. Thank you, and have a nice day.